Hello, my name is Bob Hedstrom. I'm Director of Sales, Marketing, and Product Development for Horizon Tech. And today we're going to learn about better ways to manage cash flow. And today specifically, I'm going to talk to you about the now what factor. That is, I have a problem, now what do I do? So, as I've alluded to in some of our other videos, there are better ways to manage cash flow from paper-based billing in what we do with undeliverable mail. So I'm going to kind of go through the process very quickly in this step to show you what is also happening in U.S. corporations today. So we've got monthly bill. You bill your customers for services. These are paper-based bills, and let's say on average these bills are $150 average. You've got 200,000 customers. Bottom line, outstanding AR of $30 million. Well, let's say these bills go into the mail stream with the USPS, which they do, and a high percent will get delivered, and you'll get paid on those. So $26 million of the account receivable will be paid by nature of what the USPS predicts on a 90% pay factor, and the remainder is going to move to collections. For those corporations that have outsourced a returned mail process to other companies, then here's kind of where the issue kind of starts and stops. We invariably talk to customers and say, what do you do with all this? They say, well, we have one of our vendors that is taking in all of our undeliverable mail. And I say, what are you doing with that? Like, well, they simply read a barcode or they capture the information and they tell us what's been returned. Very similar to an ACS process or address change service process with the USPS. It's the mail has went out, a high percent has been delivered, but 3.67% to be exact is not delivered. It's undeliverable as addressed. So in this case, if we follow the flow, I've outsourced this function to a vendor that is either reading a barcode or their data entering what's actually happening with that mail. Could even be the little yellow sticker on the envelopes. And they've sent that back to you, the biller. They've sent that information back to you. In this case, we know that 7,300 customers will have this issue every single month based on these numbers. 7,300 customers on average will actually be returned and you've got to do something with. So the outsourcer today is simply reading a barcode again and they're passing that information back to you. Follow the chain. It's going in the form of electronic file now back to customer service. Now what? So where's the value? I've told you what the problem is. I've seen that I have a mail issue, but the mail's not the issue. In this case, it's the money. It's the outstanding AR. And the outstanding AR is sitting there. So in this case, the flow, you've got somebody that's told you it's come back undeliverable. Great. But now it goes into customer service. Now what? The whole reason you bill your customers is to get paid. You haven't got paid yet. You can't get paid until you find your customers. And once you find them, you have to make sure they get the bill and then they actually pay you. So by this example, it's the now what that really is troubling to corporations because you've still got the same issue. The issue is not the mail. The issue is I've got to find my customer so that I can get paid. So as the example dictates, I'm able to now locate my customer 25% of the time by inbound customer service. And it's going to take me 30 to 120 days to do that. 30 to 120 days to locate them, get a new bill back into the mail stream, and actually receive payment. If I follow the logic here, if 90% of my customers pay their bills if they actually receive them, I'm going to get paid about $250,000 with this whole process. And about $900,000 will move to collections. Well, what if, with a better process of not just identifying that it's been returned, but actually getting a whole enterprise solution for this issue to better manage the inbound piece of mail to the customer service and location process, and then rebilling What happens if you're able to make customer service extremely happy now in taking a lot of the burden off of their hands and automating many of those systems and processes? And what if you're able to actually flip this number where you're collecting 900,000 and 250 will go to collections, and oh, by the way, your 30 to 120 days moves up to 30 days on average. What happens if you're able to now automate this versus simply know that I've got a return mail piece and here's the return, which doesn't add a lot of value to collecting the 30 million, or in this case, the 1.1 million that's outstanding because of undeliverable as addressed mail. So is it mail? It's a bill, it's payments, it's your AR. So if you want to learn more about how we can help you better manage this process, we are a market pioneer and an industry expert and innovator at managing processes, system software for undeliverable as addressed mail. You can contact us at horizontech.com 434-857-3202. Thank you.